Hi, it's Brian Newman with the Spotlight of Business Owner Show. And today we're thrilled to have Catherine Uretsky. Hi, Catherine. How are you?
I'm very well, Brian. How are you?
Good. Yeah, so she's with Estrella Publishing, and I know everyone's heard about them. They're on the internet. I've seen them advertised all over, and yeah, I'm friends with the owners. So yeah, it's great to have you on here. Can we, before we get started, can you tell us a little bit about your background and how you guys got into the business?
Yeah. So first of all, we started this business in 2010. So it's 11 years now, which
Oh,
is
wow.
amazing. And we saw a need in the local communities for a hyper-focused community magazine. So what that is it's a magazine that is specific to one community. Say, for example, Up the Hill is the first one we started, and that's Estrella Mountain Ranch, as it used to be called.
Oh,
Um, so that magazine in particular goes to that community. So it's Estrella and now Cantamia because they're expanding, as everything else is in Phoenix. And these magazines allow not only the residents to have some quality reading material that's
uh-huh.
specific to them, but it's also an amazing way for local businesses to advertise in these, like I said, hyper local areas. So they're all affluent communities where these local businesses really want to get into, and we provide a low cost option for them to do that.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, so so you use the word hyper local
Yeah,
community. So these are different neighborhoods that they all have their own little
yeah,
magazine, right?
yeah, they do.
Oh,
So they have their own magazine with their own identity, which they love.
oh yeah, that is very cool. No, so yeah, how many publications do you have?
Okay, we have 7 publications. Would you like me to list them for you?
Yeah, I think that would help the viewers.
Okay, so again, I'm going to use my fingers because I'll
Yeah,
probably forget.
okay, okay.
All right, so the first one, like I mentioned already, is Up the Hill magazine, and that goes to Estrella and Cantamina. Then we
Oh,
have Viva magazine, which is Pebble Creek. Then we
oh,
have The Hamlet magazine, and that goes to Palm Valley. And the next one is The Park magazine, that goes to Litchfield Park. And then Main Street magazine, which is for Verado and Victory. Then Mountain View magazine, excuse me, Mountain View magazine, which is for Vistancia, Trilogy, and Blackstone. They're all one big community. And then the 7th one is the Front Porch magazine, which is for Marley Park.
oh my God. Wow, I didn't realize you were so, yeah, all over. Is there a reason why you're primarily in the West Valley right now?
Well, that's where we live, so that's where we started the magazines.
Oh,
So,
okay.
I mean, that it's makes sense to, do what you know where you know it best.
Oh,
So
yeah.
that's how we started, and then we gradually expanded, basically sort of up to 303. I think is where you can sort of follow along. And now we go all the way, like I said, all the way up to Sancia.
Wow. Wow. No, so if you were to add up all the readership, like what does that amount to? It's
It's
got to be
over
a ton of
150,
readers.
over 150,000, which is huge.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's great. No, so like with all the magazines you have, yeah, like who are your target advertisers?
Well, everybody really is the short answer. The long answer is, I mean, it's our model is basically that we want to provide the lowest cost advertising in the West Valley, which is what we do. And with the greatest distribution, like I said, the 150,000 readers. Um, so we're looking for everyone from a mom and pop business that's just starting out and doesn't know what to do and wants to get their name out in front of people. Because let's face it, if people don't know who you are or how to find you, your business is not going to succeed. So that's basically the first step they should do is call us because we can help them with that. But yeah, so from the mom and pop startups to the larger companies that maybe don't realize they can hyper focus on these affluent communities. And the communities that we are publishing in are the ones that have the money to spend. So this is where
Uh-huh.
these advertisers really should be focusing their advertising budget.
Oh, okay. Yeah, before I want to reminder our viewers, yeah, we're talking to Catherine Uretsky. Yeah, she's with Estrella Publishing. Yeah, Catherine, what's the best way they can reach you?
There are three main ways to get in touch with us. I mean, you can always go onto our website, which is www.estrellapublishing.com, and that's two L's in Estrella. And
Okay.
then there are contact us page on there, so they can easily click through. They can call and speak to Al at any time, and his phone number is 623-594-9283. And if you'd rather just send an email directly, you can send that to us at info@estrellapublishing.com.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so these magazines that are distributed in various neighborhoods, primarily in the West Valley right now, yeah, I mean, they're free, I think, right?
Yeah, yeah. So they're free to everybody that receives them, and they're mailed directly to the homes and
Oh,
businesses in those communities. So when the advertiser puts their advertising money into our magazines, their ad goes directly to the people they're trying to reach. And then an interesting fact, and Al doesn't like that I put it like this, but I've always said, I don't want to be your coffee table magazine. I want to be in your bathroom, because people put their magazines in the bathroom and they stay there. And
oh
then
yeah.
our shelf life in homes is actually a lot longer than many other magazines for many reasons. I like to think because they're awesome magazines, but also we have many things in there that people like to hold on to. We do puzzles and games every month, and people really get drawn to that. We have local community members on the cover many times. And if you ever want to be on a cover, just get in touch with us and we can make that happen. And we have articles that are interesting and informative. We're not news based. We're not going to provide you with local news per se, but
Uh-huh.
we will be providing local interest things. And people just love our magazines, which is an amazing, wonderful thing.
Yeah, no, I've seen them. They're great.
Thank you.
They're very informative. Yeah, so what makes an advertisement more successful than others?
Well, that's a magic question, isn't it? There are some basic things that really make an advertisement successful. I mean, obviously it needs to pop. People need to be drawn to it. So
Mhm.
colors that make it pop off the page, and all our pages are white, so bright colors obviously will help. Um, a good logo that's eye-catching, a hook. That's something that encourages the people. Why would I want to call you instead of all these other people that do the same thing you do? And the hook gives them a reason, whether it's a coupon or a special or um, uh, something that resonates with other readers. The other thing is consistency. I mean, if you have your ad in the magazine one time, it's a bit of a gamble that you're hoping that, say you're a plumber, and you want the people to call you when their pipes burst. If their pipes happen to burst when they have the magazine, they'll probably call you. If you have your advertisement in the magazine consistently, they'll remember you. And then when their pipes burst, they'll go to the magazine that's in their bathroom and they'll pull it out and go, oh, right, that's the plumber I need to call.
Oh yeah. Yeah, is there a directory in the back, I think?
There is in most of magazines, not all of them, but the directory is online. So if you ever need to
Oh,
find somebody and you remember, oh, I saw that plumber, I keep saying the same plumber, but it could be anybody, then you can go onto our website and there's a business directory with links to all of their individual websites as well. So you can
and
click
again, in the website, can you remind our viewers once again?
www.estrellapublishing.com.
Oh, okay. Or you can call Al directly at the number 623-594-9283, right?
Absolutely.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so yeah, what's your ideal client or customer?
Everybody, anybody that wants to get their business in front of these communities. I mean, the thing you have to remember as well is, like, when you start out, it can be very scary. You don't know what to do or how to do it. And we can walk you through that. We've done it many, many times. I mean, we started our own business, so we understand. I mean, we can do everything from designing your logo to creating your ad for you to helping you create a brand. We're very good at that. So, yeah.
Oh, okay. What's the difference, speaking of brands, between brand recognition to brand maintenance?
Well, brand recognition is when you see a logo, like for example, McDonald's. You see the M's and you know that's McDonald's. That's
Uh,
brand recognition. You can recognize it. Brand maintenance is when you consistently put that brand in front of people and you maintain your presence there so that people not only recognize you but remember you.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, so consistency is important. And like you were saying, if people like constantly see your ad, they're going to remember your ad, so when they do have a need for the services, they'll remember to call you. Yeah, no, so that's phenomenal. Are you guys planning to grow into other areas or?
Well, we're always looking for new communities to expand into. So yes is the short answer.
Yeah, and I don't know if, for our viewers, I don't know if they realize how big these communities are. Because I live out on the west side. I know how big like Pebble Creek is and
Oh,
Vistantia. Yeah, I
yeah.
think Pebble Creek is up to like, I want to say 9,000 people living out here.
Mhm. I mean, some of
Yeah,
the
so,
communities are 10, 11,000 households. So, that's
wow.
a lot of eyes to look at your ad.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. No, so you're going to expand into some other areas?
That's the goal, yeah, always. But we're always looking for the right areas. We don't want to just jump into something prematurely. It has to be the right kind of community. That, like I said, they're affluent communities, they're master planned communities that have an identity, and that's where our magazines are best received and where the business owners get the best results.
Oh, okay, okay. So I know you guys offer, like, advertising opportunities. What about other additional marketing services?
Yeah, so we do website creation. So we have a department that creates your websites. Again, for people that are just starting out and they don't know what to do, that's part of the advice we'll give them. Um, and so the website design, and then social media management. So that's, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, all those fun things.
Uh-huh.
We can manage that for you so that you don't have to worry about your presence on the internet. And then the graphics part of it, obviously, I mentioned earlier that we can create your ad for you. We can also create your brand with you, and your logo and everything involved in that. And if you ever need anything printed and you need something designed to send to the printer, we can create that for you as well.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, so one final question. Yeah, I know the pandemic affected everybody's business, over the last year. And how did it affect yours? And um, are you making any plans, in the future to prevent? Well, I don't know if it really
I
affected
was
you
going to
guys.
say, how can you prevent or plan? That's tricky. I don't know. I'm not
Yeah,
in the store
yeah.
biology.
So because you guys don't really meet with people face to face, do you?
Right. It didn't affect our business in that way at all. We still were able to put our magazines out. We still were able to reach people. It was actually very helpful for a lot of the local businesses because people couldn't go into the stores anymore. So having their name in front of people was doubly important during the pandemic, and it allows their businesses to survive. Something we actually did that we thought about this long and hard, and we wanted to help the local businesses. So we combined a few of our magazines, and instead of having some of the individuals in the same area, so the Southwest was one, and we called it Community Cares. So for a couple of months there, I think it was like 5 months or so, we combined that, which allowed those businesses in those magazines to reach all of those communities. And we didn't increase their rates at all. It just increased their visibility during the pandemic so that it allowed several businesses to keep the doors open.
Oh, okay. Okay. No, that's great. Yeah, so just one final time, for the viewers, what's the best way to reach out and get in touch with you?
Okay, so depending on your comfort level, you can either call and talk to a person, which would be Al usually, at 623-594-9283. You can always email info at Estrella Publishing, that's Estrella publishing.com, or go on our website. And there's tons of information on our website about who we are, what we do, where we are, how you can create ads, how you can get in touch with us, the contact page, obviously. And my letter. I write a letter every month. It's called From
Oh,
Me to You. And it's musings about various things. So that sometimes people enjoy to read. So that's on the website. And the website is www.estrellapublishing.com.
oh, okay, great. Yeah, so Catherine, yeah, it was really nice meeting you. And yeah, I encourage our viewers to reach out to them. They got a phenomenal business. They've been here for years and they can get the word out for you. So yeah, thanks for everything you guys do, and good to see you. Bye.